presenting the cornerstone document of our advocacy, the National Alliance of Reading Advocates Agenda for 2025 to 2030, building a reading Philippines from the ground up. As a product of numerous consultations, drafting sessions, and intensive research on the Filipino readership, the NARA Agenda stands to be a document rooted in the concrete conditions of the Filipino readers under an urgent reading crisis. We have our work cut out for us. Ahead of us is a national crisis that has enveloped the behavior of our Filipino readers. Big problems require big solutions. This is why the whole of nation needs to be involved in building and nurturing our reading culture from the foundation up. This is a plan of temporal proportions. The agenda plans to impact our generation and the generations to come. We have aligned our goals with several plans relevant to our national and global development, such as the Philippine Development Plan for 2023 to 2028 and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. Now, let's take our first united step towards a vibrant reading culture. We envision a Philippines where the Filipino loves reading. Not only that, but we also envision our Pinoy books to be well-loved and well-read by the country's readers. In order to do that, we need to cultivate good reading habits, nurture reading communities, and boost the power of reading advocates to make positive change in and out of our reading and learning spaces. The NARA Agenda specifies 3 central spheres of influence, which encompasses the major areas where we will build a foundation for a strong and vibrant reading culture. Each sphere contains our vision and objectives for the Filipino readership, reading advocates, and reading culture. Accomplished altogether, we will be proud to say that we have built a strong foundation to a Philippines that champions reading. Let's take a look at the 3 major spheres of the NARA Agenda. Sphere 1, Reading and Development. The basic building block of a strong readership is a strong reader. The NARA Agenda envisions a Filipino readership well-equipped with reading skills and productive reading habits. In this sphere, we laid out objectives to empower our learning systems, from the teacher to the teacher's tools and the reader, in order to elevate the importance of reading in Philippine society. Sphere 2, Reading Advocacy. The reading advocate, the backbone of our campaigns and the lifeblood of progress. It is through the help of communities and advocates that reading flourishes where it is needed. The sphere highlights the need to empower our reading advocates by way of capacity building and by way of strengthening networks of mutual care. The specific objectives of the sphere dedicate our efforts toward making our reading advocates stronger and building mechanisms and systems to support the Philippine readership through the community's support. Sphere 3, Reading Culture. We envision a society where the Filipino values and loves reading, one rife with reading communities, brimming with life and vitality, all likewise valuing and loving Pinoy characters, Pinoy literature, and Pinoy writing. The sphere outlines the agenda's objectives to build and cultivate reading communities across the Philippines, and to altogether promote the patronization of local and regional content in our reading culture. Indeed, ahead of us is a journey of generational proportions. For the next 5 years, the National Alliance of Reading Advocates shall take steps together to accomplish the main and specific objectives of its agenda. The National Book Development Board, in support of the NARA, will exhaust its efforts to bolster and enable the Alliance's members to accomplish our shared objectives. We are optimistic and ready to build the foundation of a vibrant reading Philippines by the year 2030. Will you join us? We are the National Alliance of Reading Advocates, united for reading.